YouTube. Alright, now this is my second YouTube video. This one's going to be called Sex Game. I like white women and black women who do surfing and ride the skateboard. Let's start with surfing. Now, this is to help out men that are from the age of 18 to 29, and I'll extend the age limit to 18 to 35 that are sexually frustrated and they want to take women out to lunch and dinner or for at least a cup of coffee. Now, instead of always trying to go after the most obvious, which are women you see in television and film that we mostly find physically sexually attractive, why don't you do something that most men don't suspect? That's date girls who like to surf. Now, I do find white women who are from the age of 18 to 29 up to 30 that like to surf. I think they're very physically sexually attractive, and they're brave and fearless to go into open sea at the beach and they start surfing. Like whenever I go to Venice Beach, I'm like amazed and shocked that they'll get on a 10-foot wave and ride the rave, brave and fearless. At one point I was going to take up surfing lessons, but I heard it costs anywhere from $200 to like almost $400 a pop. And usually you do it around spring break or summer. Now those are the best times to try to focus on social skills. Now most pickup artists and dating coaches, 90% of the time, are full of crap. A lot of these guys are very stupid, very delusional morons. And you should know by now I hate and despise pickup artists of all kinds and dating coaches of all kinds. Why? Because 90% of the time they lie. They don't tell the truth. They take scenarios from movies and television shows and try to make it seem like it's real when it's not real. See, they tell you should just date women that you see in the movies and television shows, but that's wishful thinking. That's like me telling an average or below average man, go date Scarlett Johansson. In order to get with her, you got to be rich and famous. You got to have looks, money, and status. You can't be working at no McDonald's or Burger King trying to go after Scarlett Johansson. If you like Beyonce, you can't be working at no Foot Locker if you're trying to holler at Beyonce. That's just how life works. These guys don't want you to see through the lies and deception, because then you won't buy their books and their DVDs. They're con artists. They want you to buy something that never worked in the first place. It's like buying a car or a truck and then you find out there's something wrong with the transmission or something wrong with the engine. And then you take it to a car mechanic and they be looking at you that look like, you got ripped off $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000, right? That's money you can't get back. Yeah, you might have 2 jobs or 3 jobs, and it might take you 5 years to get that money back, but you would have never lost it in the first place if you didn't get tricked and deceived. Now, my job is to tell you that there's always an option for you to get beautiful, attractive women. They may not be 8s, they may not be 9s, they may not be 10s, but you can get some physically, sexually attractive women that you can ask out to lunch and dinner or at least a cup of coffee. And you don't have to feel guilty for finding a girl that surfs physically, sexually attractive. Every now and then I might get a white girl smiling at me, like, come check me out on the surfboard. And usually I'd be like, man, that's badass, that's cool. And there have been times where I've say, nice surfboard, or where'd you get your surfboard from? And usually those be some good encounters. Usually the girls you don't think that'll ever talk to you or say hi to you usually are the easiest to talk to. And I'm not talking about taking them out to lunch and dinner so you can score. I'm talking about for conversation, to build up your social skills. Now, I've even at one point saw a black girl surfing, because she had a white guy showing her how to surf. And she did have the, typical white girl valley voice. She from the valley, but she learned how to surf. And when I remember my first trip to San Diego back in 2009, my friend told me Oceanside is just one of the popular places if you're a surfer, or they give it a nickname. They call it a surf head. And I kind of thought, you know what, maybe if I get lean and better at, not necessarily big and buff or jacked, but ripped or lean, I might be able to ride the surfboard. You know, get my sea legs back, learn how to swim, and learn how to surf the sea instead of always playing the same sport, basketball, which I get tired of playing pickup basketball. Gets on my nerves because a lot of guys want to bring me out of retirement. It's like, I'm tired of playing pickup basketball. You play the same people over and over and over again. They don't get any better in their skills, and their ability to shoot the basketball is terrible, horrendous. And even if I rise to the level of a LeBron or a Kobe, I want to play the same people over and over. But learning how to surf, that's fun. That's adventurous. That's like a new challenge right there. And I saw a black girl in Oceanside surfing. And I kind of went like, so it ain't just white women, black women can surf. And then I go to Venice and I see it again. So I was thinking, I never made a YouTube video about white women and black women surfing. I think they're very physically, sexually attractive, and they're in athletic shape. Now, there ain't no complaints there because they eat their fruits, their vegetables, they drink a lot of water.